people in there.
Kyle Petrano says good morning, fellas, to Bad Dog. All right, all right, all right. We're live,
Oh,
Bad Dog, but they don't see us yet. I just thought I'd let you know that Kyle Petrano says good morning to you, Bad
well,
Dog.
listen, maybe he's in the Philippines. I have a lot of Philippine viewers that it's 11:30 in the morning over there Thursday.
All right, let's jump right into it. Let's jump right into it. We got a lot to talk about tonight. Stand up, New York Giant fans. What is going on, Bad Dog? We got a lot to talk about tonight.
Do we? What happened?
What
What happened
happened?
today? I don't know what happened. What happened today?
A lot of, I mean, we could start with the Eagles if you want. Obviously, it's a big rival game. We could start with what the owner, Steve Tisch, said yesterday. We could start with the firing of Ron Rivera, or we could start with the elephant in the room.
Who's that? This Eli Manning character?
This Eli Manning character, number 10, the quarterback, has put the cape back on, and he's getting ready to go back out there and start a quarterback again. And you know what the funny thing about this? I was thinking about this before we went live. You know the funny thing about Eli to me is, beginning of the year, I remember we talked, and we said,
His face?
well, that, yes. But at the beginning of the year, we talked, and we said there's a good chance that Daniel Jones is going to start after the bye. Mm-hmm. It's the reverse. Eli Manning is starting when we thought Daniel Jones was going to get his opportunity. Yeah. Of course, it's an injury, which, we pray he gets healthy. But I'm excited about it. I know, a lot of Giants fans want, they want Daniel Jones, and I get that. But he's hurt, and at least we could pay respect to the guy and get to see him at least for a couple more games, because I think Jones will be out for at least another game or two based on what we heard about the injury.
My guess with Daniel Jones, you get that from Ligman, and I'll tell you.
Oh, yeah, and by the way, I wanted to say I saw New York for Life donated $2 too before, so thank you for that, man. $2 super chat. You can forget about it, and he said he was ready for Eli, and or he believes in Eli. Thank you very much. And Ligman, thank you for the $2 super chat. You can forget about it. He says, I bet my PS4 and TV on Georgia winning by 25.
Well, you lost. I don't know what to tell you. There is no way, and they're not even going to get 25 points against LSU. That's not Georgia Tech they're playing. I'm probably going to stream that game. I got to stream that. That's a good one.
Yeah.
I'm going to stream that one. I'm not going to be able to stream the Big 12 one, which kind of takes it. Anyway, back to Daniel Jones. So obviously it sucks that he got hurt. It just speaks to Eli Manning's toughness. Eli Manning played 15, 16 years in this league, never sacked because of injury. Daniel Jones, rookie season, got sick because of injury. Eli's got the cape on. Unfortunately for Eli, there's a lot of stones on the back of that cape. And that would be the offensive line, which sucks. And I just worry about Eli Manning. I mean, I know he's not going to get hurt, but it's a bad team. You can get those.
Oh, thank you guys for love, man. Thank you very much. $5 super chat from John Dunnan. Ben's the knees. He says, over division, maybe meant to say our division just sucks. No NFC's team should be in the playoffs. John Dunham, I am completely with you on that. The Cowboys, the Eagles, the Giants, the Redskins, it is by far the worst division in all of football. And Dylan Renner, man, thanks for the love, man. $2 super chat. You can forget about it. Take the mic, Bad Dogs. LOL. Start singing the jingle.
I don't know what jingle that is, but
Bad Dog is a Mad Dog, maybe. I don't know.
I did that today for Philly 500. I mentioned him in the video today. No, but I'm kind of torn with it. I mean, obviously, I'm excited to see Eli. This is probably going to be the last. Obviously, it's going to be the last we see of him. So it will be nice to see him actually play an entire game, as opposed to, I figured week 17 he'd come and get a drive or two, and they're going to pull him out. Now at this point, there's no reason to bring Daniel Jones back, in my opinion. What the hell's the point of it? If Eli Manning's playing this game, the next game, then you're going to play Daniel Jones half a game week 17, because Eli's playing at some point that last game. He's got to.
Yeah.
And so what's he going to do? Play against Washington? What's the point? You let him get completely healthy. We rushed Saquon Barkley back early, and it did not, obviously he wasn't healthy, and look how bad he was. You don't want Daniel Jones to get hurt. You don't want him to seriously hurt the ankle. We got nothing to play for, so what the hell's the difference? Let him sit, let him get healthy, let Eli Manning play it out. I mean, we're paying him $23 million a year, and again, what's the point of having Daniel Jones play one extra game this year? I'm excited. I'm torn about it for the simple fact that, like I mentioned in the video, if Eli comes in and does great, then I'm going to be like, what the hell? You should have kept Eli Manning in there. It wouldn't have made a difference. If Eli comes in and gets freaking wrecked, he's going to have a losing record in his career. People are going to just talk bad about him like they always do because, unfortunately, in the second half of Eli Manning's career, the team was really terrible. The first half of his career, people forget how great he was. And he was great. But I'm excited, man. I want to see number 10 back there again. I just want to see Eli throw the ball around. He means a lot to this franchise and a lot to this fan base.
Yeah, and a lot of people have brought up and by the way, thank you to everybody for being here. I got so excited to talk about the topic tonight that I forgot to say hello to everybody in the chat. So thank you to everybody for being here. Ball 1000, Brandon, the Coffee Dragon, Pedesance, Lake Nona, Nikki Sav, Giants Pride, Luan, thank you for being here. Jacob, thank you for being here. But anyway, now I forgot. I'm horrible at multitasking, man. You know this. We were just talking.
We're not good at it. That's why we get married. Because we can't multitask.
I'm excited to see what Eli's got, though. That's at the end of the day. I'm excited to see him go out there for a few more times. And I'm with you. There's no point in bringing Daniel Jones back if he's not 100%. Why are you going to rush the guy back? He's the future of this franchise. And I'm happy he got an opportunity. I know a lot of Giants fans were kind of upset, and Riot, man, thanks for the super chat, man. $2 super chat. You can't forget about. Why don't we let Alex Tanney play? Okay, here's my answer to that. And I didn't get a chance to watch the video, but somebody told me the video yesterday. You had mentioned Alex Tanney playing instead of Eli Manning. What was your reasoning behind that?
My reasoning behind it is because I didn't want Eli Manning to get embarrassed, and I didn't want Eli Manning to get killed. He hasn't played in 12 weeks, and our team is really terrible. I don't want him to have a losing record. I want people, you had a losing record.
Yeah,
I get so sick of hearing that win-loss record for quarterbacks.
That's what I was going to touch on before the multitasking thing. The win-loss thing, I don't care about. Eli Manning doesn't care about. He's a competitor. At the end of the day, we know what Eli Manning meant to the New York Giants, and Eli Manning knows what he meant to this franchise. He's going in the Hall of Fame regardless, in my opinion. And the Savage Boys, thank you so much, man, for the $2 super chat. You can forget about Matt Rule, head coach, John Gruden, offensive coordinator, Rex Ryan, DC. I don't know if that's very realistic. I don't think Rex Ryan comes back to be a DC. Oh, my God, you guys are phenomenal. Thank you guys so much. And John Gruden, I would love as the OC. He loved it. Obviously, the quarterback we drafted, Daniel Jones, so that would make sense as an OC, not a head coach. I don't think Rex Ryan would come back to be a DC, though. OGR, man, thank you so much, man, for the $5 super chat. Benzanese. Well, if it isn't Swamp Thing at the dog. And Solo, thank you for the $5 super chat. You can figure it out. Giants ruined the last 7 years of Eli's career with a trash defense, no run game, except 2018, no O-line. It's so me and Bando preach that all the time. They completely screwed up the second half of his career.
Yes, they did.
But as far as Alex Tanney goes, the way I look at that is this, Bad Dog. You and I both know Eli Manning's a competitor, right? He's the backup quarterback. Yeah, he's the backup quarterback. Alex Tanney is not the backup quarterback. In my opinion, the guy who was the classiest, probably the classiest figure in the history of the Giants. I mean, as great as Lawrence Taylor was, he wasn't Mr. Classy, right? And, oh, man, Bobby, man, thank you so much, man, for the $2 super chat. You can't forget about Easy E from the Ashes to crush the Eagles, please. Please. To me.
Yes, please.
To me, and I'm not saying, I get your reasoning, right? You don't want him to his image to get dropped. I think a lot of people that want to start Alex Tanney want to do it, and maybe they won't admit it, but deep down they want the Giants to lose football games. And they think that Eli Manning gives them a better chance to win.
That's not why
I'm not saying you, but people in my comments today. John, thank you so much, man, for the $5 super chat, Benzanese. Would you rather see Eli win by blowing out the Eagles or a classic Eli Manning style fourth quarter 2-minute drive throwing a TD to win the game?
The
latter. 110%.
Break their freaking back.
110%. But my thought process is this. The guy that was probably the classiest New York, at least since I've been watching the team. I don't go back as far as you do. In my opinion, the classiest New York Giant we've had. It would be a classless move to start Alex Tanney over a healthy Eli Manning with Daniel Jones hurt. It's not the way you treat Eli Manning. He wants to go in there and play. He's the backup quarterback. You cannot start Alex Tanney over a healthy Eli Manning. Can't do it. Alex Tanney shouldn't even be on this roster. We've said it for weeks. What the hell is he doing on the roster?
Well, he's on the roster because Daniel Jones goes to him for advice. Daniel Jones spent Thanksgiving with Alex Tanney. Yeah. Alex Tanney means a lot to Daniel Jones. That's why he's here.
Yeah.
But I'll say this, and I'm going to say his name right because I said it wrong both times in my video. Chris Naley had a great reason why he said this is why Alex Tanney's not playing. And it really didn't have anything to do. It did have something to do with the Giants winning games. He said, Bad Dog, I pretty much get what you're coming from, but you got to remember, Pat Shurmur's job's on the line. And Eli Manning is going to give them a better chance to win than Alex Tanney. I said that's a great point. That's a great point. Pat Shermer needs them to win.
And I'm gonna piggyback off that. I just want to get this. John Donovan, man, thanks for the love, man. $5 super chat. Ben's Denise. He says, I'm an Eagles fan, and I had my team finishing 11-5 at the beginning of the year because we lose games we should win, and I take it one game at a time. John Dunham, I had you at 9-7. I think Bad Dog had you around 10-6. But
9-7.
Yeah, 9-7. You guys are the Eagles. They've been the same way for a few years now, Bad Dog. They find ways to win close games when they're good, and they find ways to lose close games when they're bad. Even when they were going 13-3, they weren't blowing teams out. But to go back to the point, what did you say again, real quick about Eli Manning?
They're playing Eli Manning because Pat Shermer needs to save his job. They need to win games.
Yeah, and it's not just Pat Shermer that's playing for his job. It's all these other players on the team that are playing for their job, right? A guy like
that's got nothing to do with them, though.
Well, some certain players might play better with Eli Manning under center than they would with Alex Tanney under center.
Well, they shouldn't. They should be playing the same, no matter who the damn.
Well, I'm not saying they would play harder, but Eli Manning might put them in better situations to succeed, being that he's a much better quarterback than Alex Tanney.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, you either can freaking make a block or you can't.
Well, yeah.
At the end of the day, either Nate Solder letting the guy.
Well, the offensive line's a lost cause. We know that. David Bigelow, man, thank you so much, man, for the $5 super chat. Benzinese. The fact that Philly has to play us twice is what keeps the division open. We are the pencil in of the league. Sick teams get better once they play us. David Bigelow, that's been the way it's been. And what's going on, King IB? Thank you for tuning in the stream. That's been the way it's been for the last 8 weeks? I'm not 8 weeks, 8 years rather with the New York Giants. We've been getting killed by the Eagles for the most part. We've been getting killed by the Cowboys, at least in the last 4 years with the Cowboys, other than the year that we swept them. And he's absolutely right. We've been getting killed in the division. We've been getting killed not just the division, everywhere.
We're terrible.
Yeah.
That's why.
But no, that was my take on it. That's why I would never even think about why I didn't think they would ever consider starting Alex Tanney.
Listen, they're not going to win with Eli anyway.
Probably not. They're not a good team.
Eli Manning does not give them a better chance to win than Daniel Jones. Eli Manning gives them a better chance to win than Alex Tanney. But we all know this has nothing to do with the quarterback. Eli started 2 games this year. We got blown out in both of them.
Yeah,
it's not nothing with Eli. It's nothing with Daniel Jones. The team is bad.
It's been the same. And Savage Boss, thank you for the $2 super chat. You can feel better. I commented on your last vid. Just want to preserve 500. I get that, and I get that aspect of it. I know a lot of Giants fans feel that way. And Jeff McKinney, thank you for the $2 super chat. I have never been more down on the G-men. I mean, Jeff, you and I both. This is as dark as it's been, Bad Dog, for the Giants since I've been watching the team.
Since I've been watching the team. I've been watching them since '84.
Yeah.
They haven't been this bad since the '70s.
Yeah.
I was sitting in a couple of well, not this year, but I remember 2017 saying the 76 Giants had whooped their ass. 76 Giants won 2 games. They were 2-12, and they played over in frickin' actually maybe that was 74, and they played in the Yale Bowl, and they played over in Yale. When they were building the Meadowlands. I think that opened in 76. I think the Meadowlands opened in 76, if I'm not mistaken. But I don't ever remember a bad stretch like this because they'd have a couple bad years, then they'd have a good one. A couple bad years, then they'd have a good one.
Right.
I don't remember this long of a string of bad teams. I just don't. So it sucks.
Right.
It sucks.
And Darnell, man, thanks for the love, man. $2 super chat. You can't forget about it. He says, do the Giants go after Rivers? No chance.
Rivera, I think he meant.
Oh, he meant Rivera. Okay. I was going to say, yeah, because obviously Rivers a good chance he gets released there, but that's what I thought he meant. Rivera I like, Bad Dog. I'm kind of like, I know a lot of Giants. Let's jump into that now. I will obviously circle back to Eli. I know a lot of Giants fans are very pro-Rule. I know a lot of Giants fans are very pro-young coach. I know a lot of Giants fans don't like retreads, and I get that. And I'm pro-Rule. I would like Rule. Everything I've read, I love what he's done in college. He'd probably be my first choice. Rivera would be a close second. I like Rivera a lot, though. He's a very accomplished coach, 2-time coach of the year in a 9-year span, made a Super Bowl, worked with Gettleman if Gettleman's going to stay on. There's a lot of pros, in my opinion, to a Ron Rivera. And then I hear people tell me, Bad Dog, but he's failed before. Why do you want to bring in a guy that they just fired? Well, Bad Dog, who's been the most successful coach with the New York Giants since I've been watching the team? Tom Coughlin. Tom Coughlin got fired. He was old with the Jaguars. He came in, he had a near identical resume to what Ron Rivera has now. He was probably about 13, 14 games over 500. He had been to a couple of AFC championship games. So to me, they both had, old school mindsets. I think that's a good comparison. I'm not saying Ron Rivera would duplicate that, but it's been proven that you could bring in a guy like that and they could be extremely successful here.
If they have talent, it certainly helps.
Yeah, of course.
But Coughlin's first year with the Giants, they were terrible. They were 4-12, or not 4-12. I'm sorry, they finished 6-10, I think, in 2004 because they were 5-4 and Eli was 1-6. So yeah, they finished 6-10 that year. Then 2005 they were 11-5. So he turned it around almost immediately. But they also brought in pieces for him to succeed, which is why I've been saying Shermer's gone. This coaching staff's gone. I have no doubt they're gone at this point. This team sucks. They're probably not winning another game the rest of the year. Maybe they get one. If they get one, just let it be against the Eagles, one way or the other. I don't care if it's this game. I don't care if it's one of the other, or MetLife, whatever that But I think the coaching staff is gone, and I think Gettleman's got one more year. I think that's it. I think Gettleman gets this year. He gets the pick second, hopefully, and it's Chase Young. And then we take that cap space and we build around the young running back and quarterback, improve this defense. These guys get better. You get good coaches in here that can develop the talent, and the Giants turn it around like they did from 2004 to 2005. Hopefully that's what happens between 2019 and 2020. Hopefully next year, this team's got to be good next year. It has to be. You and I were saying 2020 is our year. Now, we both thought the Giants would be better than they are.
Much better.
Far.
Much
I didn't think they'd be good. I didn't even think they'd have a win record.
Competitive.
I thought 7-9. That's not good, but I figured they'd be better than last year.
Right.
And they're not. They're way worse.
They're not even close.
But yeah,
the last 8 games last year, we were good.
Yeah, could have been 7-1 in those. So I thought going forward, yes, look at this team improve. Oh, they're playing hard for Shermer. Let's go. This year, just terrible. Just absolutely terrible. So we need to just whatever. We need some. Oh man, God. Shit. Woo! There you go.
I don't even have a $50 sign. Thank you so much. Savage Bars, man, thank you for the $2 super chat. You can't forget about lose at home to Miami. Pat won't survive the week. I think they're gonna let Pat finish the year regardless. Because if you read what Steve Tisch, somebody got on me by the way in my video for saying Steven instead of Steve. I said, did that extra N really piss you off that much?
It did. It made me mad.
But if you read what he said, he basically said that they're going to talk at the end of the year. So I don't think there's going to be a firing within season by any stretch. And Sebastian, man, thank you so much, man, for the love, man. $50 super chat, that's incredible. Thank you very much, man. He says, I think both of you guys are awesome, and I love seeing that you two can be two forces of what the Giants fandom is. I love Eli Manning, and I grew up with him as a fan. I hope this season gets turned around. I also hope that the Giants fight for Eli Monday.
I have no doubt they will.
That could have been said better.
You're probably going to see this team play harder in this game than you've seen them play all year. That's my guess. That don't mean we're going to win at the end of the night. But I bet you they play better because of Eli Manning.
Yeah. Oh, I completely agree. That's the first thing that popped in my head today. I see that 5. I'm going to get to that real quick. I just want to speak more on what Sebastian said. That's the first thing I said today. I said to myself, Bad Dog, when this happened, I said this team's going to come out and they're going to fight. They're going to fight the last 4 weeks. You saw what Sterling Shepard said on Twitter. He said he's excited to play for Eli. He thought he'd never be able to catch a ball for Eli again. These guys are going to come out motivated. And like Sebastian just said, I always say it, Sebastian, I'm going to be wearing that Eli Manning jersey on Monday night on the channel. Believe me, I grew up loving Eli Manning. He signifies everything it means to be a New York Giant. I don't think he got treated the right way on the way out. That's just my opinion. Not just this year. I'm saying the last 5-6 years by the organization, by some of the fans. I think he took more blame than he should have, and he never said a word. And that's what I respect most about Eli Manning. He never put in the finger at anybody but himself, and that's what I love about the man. And I'm completely with you, Sebastian, man. I hope he goes out there. I hope the Giants fight, and I hope Eli Manning plays well. That's all I can say about that, man. And thank you again for the incredible generosity. Thank you very much. And let me get this other one. I don't want to miss it, Bad Dog. Josh Sator, man, thank you so much. $5 super chat, Benzanese. It sucks having to go to a Giants game just to see it filled with the opposite team's fans. Disgusting. Bad Dog, yeah. I mean, and I expect to see that. Obviously, because it's a huge game for the Eagles. But Giants fans are going to pack the house this week, I think, because Eli Manning's playing.
I think they will too. But you know what, Josh? That actually, I believe, is a good thing. I think when you're 2-10, you want your stadium empty. I think that's the biggest thing. I think that's the biggest message you send to the owner right there. We're not putting up with this shit, for lack of a better term. We're not putting up with it. We're not putting up with the ineptitude of this team year after year after year after year. We're not paying. And if the owner gets hit in the pocket, then the owner's going to sit there and go, we got to change something. We got to get our house back. We can't have it taken over by other fans. We want our fans to come out here, but if the product's terrible, like when I went off on that rant, I said in the video, I said you ought to refund these people, because if you buy a defective product, you can go, you know what, this don't work. I'm returning it. Here's your money back. Well, it don't happen with season ticket holders.
Right.
But the Giants product has not just been defective this year; it's been defective for the last 3 years, 7 of the last 8 years. It's been terrible. I'll also be wearing my Eli Manning jersey on Monday night, by the way.
You're damn right.
And what's that?
You're damn right you are.
Although I obviously did not grow up with Eli Manning. I mean, I was 28 when he was a rookie, so I grew up with Lawrence Taylor. Lawrence Taylor's my guy. Completely opposite guys.
You could not get opposite ends of the spectrum.
not the most consummate professional guy, Lawrence Taylor, but the most dominant player I've ever seen in my life. But Eli Manning, to me, embodies everything that a professional athlete should be. A professional athlete should never blame his teammates, his coaches. I always want players to take accountability for their failures. That's all I've ever asked. I'll tell you, you suck. But if you come out and go, you know what? I got to do better. It's on me. I did this. I'm playing bad. And I'll go like, I respect the hell out of that. So I've always respected the hell out of Eli. And yes, I've been tough on Eli. It's not just Eli. I'm tough on everybody with the Giants. That's me. Okay, I am not the nicest guy. When it comes to my teams, I love my teams, but I give tough love. That's just how I am. That's how I was raised anyway. So I'm just brought up with that. I'm very competitive with everything I do.
Yeah.
So watching, I don't play sports anymore. I'm too old. I look like I can still play, but trust me, when you're 43, you're 43.
You're not 43. You know? But I just want to get to this real super chat real quick. But before I do that, I want to piggyback off what you said. You know what player on the current roster outside of Eli Manning that emulates exactly what you just said? Saquon Barkley, and that's why we love him. He's like an Eli Manning clone when it comes to leadership. Doesn't point the finger at anybody but himself, and that's why Giants fans love him like they loved Eli. Giselle, thank you so much, man, for the $5 super chat. Benzides. He says, literally, we are having our worst season ever, and Eli hasn't even started since week 2. I blame the franchise now. I think Giants fans are seeing that now. I hope so. I think Giants fans that said that Eli Manning was the reason. Now, I was always fair. I always said Eli Manning is part of the reason, part of about 50 reasons, right? You know, at his ripe old age. So I got that, but he was never the main culprit, ever. And he took the brunt, and he stood there and he took it. And Chizola, look at the Giants' record since he's been out. We got 2 wins. We should have won if it wasn't for a missed 32-yard field goal. So I think if that doesn't prove that Eli Manning wasn't the main problem, I don't know what will to people.
He definitely wasn't the main problem. People saying that Eli's the main problem just to hate on Eli. Some people just want to hate Eli. I don't know why. I don't know why you'd want to hate that guy. He doesn't say anything bad about anybody. Why would you want to hate on a guy like that? You want to hate on a cocky, arrogant douche nozzle that failed, like Baker Mayfield. Like people that hate, I like Baker, but people that want to hate on Baker Mayfield, I get that. I understand why
he deserves it. Yeah,
right. I understand that, but why would you want to hate Eli Manning? Because people are jealous. That's the only reason, man. The guys won 2 Super Bowls. They want to try to downplay it, degrade it, whatever they want.
It's like Jeter. It was the same thing.
Well, no, Jeter, they didn't do that to Jeter. Well,
no, they didn't do it to him.
Jeter because he was really successful, and he got the hottest women ever.
He did.
I'm inspired by that. That's why people hate Tom Brady. It's the same reason.
You're right. No, you know what? I'm guilty of that. If he was
inspired by winners. Yeah. I always look at people that look at people doing better than them and insult them or are jealous of them. That just
says a lot about their character.
Small person. To me, anybody that's ever done better than me or I think does better than me or does a really good job. Like, I even look at YouTube. I look at a lot of guys who I think are really good, and I try to emulate what they do. Like you especially, I'm working with you for over a year now. I look at a lot of things you do, and I'm like, you know what? He does this good. He does that good. I should do this. This is working. Let me try this.
That's what makes you good at things.
Right. So I don't go, well, damn it. What the hell is going on here? Why is this channel blowing up? Why is he getting more views than me? I don't like him. Why?
That's a stupid way to look at it. And by the way, I don't think I've shouted out his channel yet. If anybody new to my channel that has not done so, go into the description and subscribe to Bad Dog Sports. We do this show every week. We live stream the Giant games every week. We alternate channels. So go on over there and check it out if you haven't done so. And Jason Young, thank you so much, man, for the love. $5 super chat. Benzides. He says, I don't know Mike Too Nice. I don't know if you. I think he meant to say I don't know if you saw the Mike Too Nice vid about Gettleman, but I think the guy needs to go. I don't trust him to rebuild the team. Also, I'd be open to trade down this draft. Jason Young, thank you again for the love, man. I'm just trying to catch up with the chat now. Thank you so much for the love, man. Oh, you got it. All right, Jesse. I'll get to that in a second, Jesse Rivera. Okay, as far as the Mike Too Nice,
you got one from John Letourneau there too.
Oh, did I miss one from John?
Yeah, it's a $2 one.
Oh, sorry. John Letourneau, man, thank you so much, man, for the $2 super chat. You can forget. Why can't the Cowboys be your hated rival? Well, they are. They both are, John.
I hate you both.
But to go back to his point about Gettleman, okay, I think, and Jesse Rivera, I see you. I'm going to get you next, man. As far as Bad Dog and myself go, I think we were both very pro Gettleman going into the year. I have since come way back on Dave Gettleman. I am blaming him nearly as much as I'm blaming everybody else because he's the guy that organized this roster. He's the guy that asked Pat Shermer to be the head coach. Now, I don't know if it was him or I don't know if it was Mara, but regardless, Dave Gettleman has to take a lot of the responsibility for this Bad Dog. Now, his drafts have been at least above average. I'm not going to say they're great, but they've been above average. at least I'm guilty for giving him more credit for his drafts than he really deserved because of the guy that was here before him who couldn't draft to save his life, and that being Jerry Reese. So any decent draft looked phenomenal. But Dave Gettleman, I'd say, has done an average job, and he's kind of a guy that could do anything at any moment. And listen, if they decide to clean house, you're not going to see me cry about it. You're not going to see me cry about it if they decide to fire Dave Gettleman along with Pat Shermer. I'm not going to. That's my take on it.
Same thing with me. I mean, I've been pro Gettleman since he got here. Liked a lot of his moves, but in that rant, when I went off on, and you saw the thumbnail, I called him a stooge. And I'm still, I wouldn't say I'm pro Gettleman. I still think Gettleman deserves another year. I think these guys are very young, and I really think coaching has a lot to do with the way talent is developed, and I think the coaching staff does a piss poor job. And I know they can say, well, he picked Pat Shermer. Well, Pat Shermer was his third choice. I don't know where else he could have went.
No, you're right.
And, you know, his free agents, there's nothing he can do about Nate Solder. He's failed, but we had no left tackle. For years, I screamed for the Giants.
I was I'm not going to fault him for Nate Solder. I'm not going. He needed a left tackle.
For years, I screamed at the Giants to put Eric Flowers at right guard. I said, the guy can run block. Put him at guard. They never did that. Then when he went to Jacksonville, they didn't put him at guard there either. He sucks. Went to Washington. He's a guard. The guy's playing at a Pro Bowl level. That pisses me off because that's something that coaching should have freaking saw and at least tried him there.
That's a great point.
That type of crap is what I mean by coaching. You have to coach the players correctly. Flowers had talent, obviously, just not at left tackle, not at right tackle. Right. The Giants were smart enough. Tom Coughlin was smart enough to take Justin Pugh, who sucked at right tackle, and move him to guard.
That's a great point.
He wasn't a fantastic right guard, but he was a Pro Bowl right guard. That's coaching.
That's something I never thought about.
You need a coach to develop your young talent. I worry that the coaching's not doing this. Gettleman needs another year with the cap space, with the draft, the 10 draft picks. We'll see what happens. If he fails in 2020, it's over.
I'm with you. I would like to see Gettleman back, but I'm not going to cry if he's not. That's where I'm at.
I'm not going to cry either. Because whoever listen, my little bad dog could come in here at number 2 and go, Chase Young. Chase Young.
Yeah, exactly.
Can't screw that one up.
And I want to get to, I think I got a couple I want to get to. Jesse Rivera, thank you so much, man, for the $5 Super Chat. Benzanese, he says, Rivera is a defensive-minded coach. McAdoo, Shermer, offensive-minded. Hasn't worked. Defense hasn't been consistent since military Coughlin. Jesse Rivera, fantastic point. That's what I've said in a lot of my videos is why I'm pro Rivera if they decide to bring him in. Because it's like this, Bad Dog. We've brought in 2 offensive guys. Usually when a team has failed head coaches, you try to do the opposite thing. We've gone OC, we've gone OC. You would think if they fire Shermer, you want to take the opposite approach. Get a defensive-minded disciplinarian for the younger players. Bring in a smart offensive mind to be the OC. That's the route that I would take if I was Gettleman.
Yeah. Again, Ron Rivera is not my first choice. I would love Matt Rule from Baylor. Again, I watched Baylor, so I seen what he's done there. I still think Oklahoma's going to kick their ass. Let's go Sooners. But they're the Sooners. I really want Lincoln Riley. I mean, I really want, even though he's an offensive guy, give me Lincoln Riley. But I would love Rivera to be our defensive coordinator.
Right.
I would love a staff with with Rule as a head coach and Ron Rivera as a defensive coordinator, something like that.
And that's
or
perfect,
there's
too.
a lot of talk of the Salah guy from, I think I said his name right.
49ers.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, defense. Look at the coaches that succeeded here. Parcells, defense. Coughlin, defense. Belichick, defense. Not that he was our head coach. 4 Super Bowls between those coaches. And then, of course, Belichick, 6 Super Bowls with the Patriots.
Yeah.
Defense still wins in this league. All the rules set up for the offense. All of them.
Yep.
Defense still wins. The Niners are not 10-2 because their offense airs it out all over the field. The Saints are not 10-2 because Drew Brees is going for 5,500 yards anymore.
Right.
They win with defense.
I got a couple of super chats I got to get to, but I am going to piggyback off that. I was looking at the stats the other day, Bad Dog. The top 10 teams in rushing, if the season ended today, they're in the playoffs. The top 10, all 10 of them are in the playoffs. And people say it's a passing league. Okay. Anyway, John Dunham, man, thank you for the $5 super chat. You can't forget about it. If you guys get Jason Garrett, you really want Coach Clap memes to still be relevant. We're not getting him. We are not getting him. John Dunham.
The Cowboys are keeping him. Jerry Jones already said he wants him.
I didn't get to see it. Somebody told me today that a report came out about that.
Yeah, Jerry Jones wants him there.
And
Jerry Jones doesn't want Jimmy Johnson. He doesn't want Bill Parcells. He doesn't want a hard-headed coach that's going to challenge him. He wants a puppet. He's got one. They're going to win the division, and Jason Garrett's going to stay there.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. You and me both hope that. And Chizola, man, thanks again for the $2 super chat. You can forget about it. He says, I have a meme page at TF Meme on Insta. Show some love. Going over there, show him some love, man. I don't use Instagram near enough that I'm going to try to get more into that, Chizola. But
I don't have Instagram. But I have a hard enough time doing Twitter.
But Chizola is one of my best. Always donates, always tunes into my live streams. Go on over there if you do have Instagram and show him some love, man. Chizola, thanks for the love, man. And let me get to the next one. And then, obviously we're going to answer everybody's questions. I'm just trying to get to all these. There was at least one more. So, MYG fan, thank you so much, man, for the love. $2 super chat. You can't forget about it. Who's a bigger idiot, Shermer or McAdoo?
Shermer.
Yeah, I'd say Shermer. I didn't like either one.
McAdoo brought us to the playoffs.
He did. He had a more veteran team, but yes, he did.
Yeah, I mean, but Shermer had that last year. That wasn't a really extremely young team last year. There's a lot of veterans.
No, you're right.
But what I liked about McAdoo more than McAdoo was a douchebag. Don't get me wrong. Didn't like him, but everything he said was wrong with the Giants. It was wrong with the Giants.
Right.
The guy knew. Wasn't him. I always go back to Tom Coughlin should have had a chance in 2016 when they spent all the money. And if you were going to fire Coughlin, you get rid of Jerry Reese too.
It's exactly what I said in my video the other day. I came out and I said John Mara. Everybody wants to, and I'm not saying Shermer's been good, but everybody that points the finger at Shermer and Gettleman should be pointing the finger a lot quicker at Mara, because if it wasn't for Mara, we wouldn't be in this mess.
Well, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be doing a video probably Friday about the comparison between John and Wellington Mara. You might be surprised, but I'm going to do one between those two because it's very interesting.
Yeah, there you go. Shermer won't be a head coach ever again. No, he won't. BB13. I completely agree with that. And last hour we always like to take some questions, guys. So go on. We didn't even get to everything I wanted to get to, but I'm sure people ask questions about it. We talked a little bit about the coaching change. We talked about obviously Eli Manning. Didn't really get to talk about the game, but I guess the game doesn't mean much. But go ahead and ask your questions, guys. You guys want to talk about the draft? You want to talk about the Eagles game? You want to talk about Eli? What do you want to talk about? Shout it out.
I saw someone say, hey, at least we're not the Browns. The Browns are better than we are. We are the Browns. Did you see my rant? We are the Browns. We are the Bengals. We are the Lions. We are 10-34. That means we are winning less than a quarter of our games over the span of almost 3 years. That is absolutely pathetic, inexcusable, and unacceptable. It's unacceptable.
Yeah.
It's garbage.
Yeah. No, we're what the Browns used to be. You think Jones comes back before the end of the year, Randy says. I honestly do not think that, Randy. I think, like Bad Dog and myself said earlier in the stream, I don't think it makes sense to rush him back, Bad Dog. Now, if he's 100% healthy, let him go. But I don't see it. They said it's a similar injury to Barkley. They said it's a little less serious. But at the end of the day, Barkley's a freak. He came back sooner than he should have. If the Giants are smart, Why would you rush Daniel Jones back? And I saw people, and it would have been nice, Bad Dog, for him to get the rookie touchdown record. But at the end of the day,
that's all we had to root for. But
who cares?
You don't risk his injury.
Who cares?
Yeah, at the end of the day, it don't matter. At the end
We
of the
care
day,
about Super Bowls.
Right. At the end of the day, you're a really lousy football team.
Yeah, who cares?
I'd rather Daniel Jones have a year like Eli did in 2007, where he led the league in interceptions, 23 touchdowns, 20 picks, played well in the playoffs, won a Super Bowl MVP. Give me that from Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
I don't give a damn about the stats. I've always said stats are for fantasy football and losers. And in the fantasy football day and age, everybody looks at stats. Give me the hardware. I don't give a damn about
exactly.
He sucks. No, he don't. He won 2 Super Bowls. So you're going to tell me Tony Romo was better. Look at Tony Romo's numbers. Fine. Tony Romo's got better numbers than Eli. Donovan McNabb's got better rating than Eli, right? Steve Young, one of the greatest, highest rated quarterbacks ever, got 1 Super Bowl. Eli's got 2. Give me the damn Super Bowls. The defense carried them. No.
Yeah, exactly.
The defense played a part in it,
exactly.
as every team's defense would. But at the end of the game, when we needed a touchdown, who was there?
Eli.
10.
Number 10. Exactly. And Cruz, man, thanks for the love, man. $2 super chat. $5 super chat. Ben Zenise, he says, Gettleman better not ignore phone calls on draft night like he did in the 2018 draft. And yes, oh man, thank you guys so much. Let me finish this one first, real quick. And yes, we need a defensive coach like the 49ers guy from Robert Saleh from Salah, whatever, however you pronounce it. And that guy, first off, whenever I watch that guy, and I know Cruzon loves him, a lot of Giants fans love him. Whenever I watch that guy on the sideline, that guy is intense. So I think Giants fans would like him if we did bring him in. He is that defensive mindset that we're talking about. And he says, Gettleman better not ignore. Yeah, exactly. That was something that we criticized, not us, but a lot of Giants fans criticized him for last time when the Giants had the second pick and rumors came out that the Broncos were potentially interested in the Giants trading down. Now that's all.
He wanted his guy.
But at the end of the day, if Chase Young's off the board, Giants should look to trade down, in my opinion. If they can get a King's ransom.
They could, because at that point you can have Joe Burrow. And there's a lot of teams that'll kill for Joe Burrow.
Right.
And you could trade back to whoever, Miami. I'm trying to think who else is going to be really bad that's going to need a quarterback.
The Chargers could need a quarterback. The Chargers, the Bucks.
Yeah. You trade back and get Andrew Thomas and stockpile picks.
Yeah.
But Chase Young's got to come here.
Chip Kelly, man, you are the freaking man, dude. I love Chip Kelly, man. Thank you for the love, man. $10.
Howdy, feller.
Howdy there, feller. $10. Oh, I just lost it. Hold on, let me go back up. I'm sure it's funny. You say super chats are always very funny. Hold on, let me get to it. You guys are phenomenal, by the way. Thank you guys for all the love tonight, man. $10 super chat from Chip Kelly. Stand up. He says, bad day today. Went to the hotel to meet up with the prostitute. Open door. My wife's laying on the bed like obese slob, eating Whopper mayo, dripping down the chins. But you brighten the day to her. Oh, Chip Kelly, you and your wife. You got to put your wife on a diet. You're always talking to me about how big your wife is. But Chip, man, Chip's a great subscriber, both of ours. He's a huge Eagles fan, and he always makes me laugh, man. Thanks for the love, man.
You know what I got to do for Chip Kelly? Since I always bring in these celebrities for my Lakers streams, I think I'm going to bring in Aaron Andrews for Chip Kelly one night. I know he loves Aaron Andrews, and with good reason.
There you go. And Danny Thomas, man, thanks for the love, man. $5 super chat. Ben Denise, another phenomenal subscriber of mine. What's your thoughts on the Mets' new ownership? Yes, I don't know if you got a chance to see that, Bad Dog, today. That was all over the news. The Mets are selling the team. It's not official yet, but it's going to happen in 5 years. It's going to become official. And as a Mets fan, I couldn't be happier. The Wilpons have been the worst owners out.
Do you know who's buying the Mets?
I forgot the guy's name off the top of my head. Steve, what's his name again?
That's a pseudonym. Hal Steinbrenner's buying the Mets.
No.
Hal's going to buy the Mets and tank them.
No,
so they can completely own New York.
But I'm thrilled that Wilpon's gone. Wilpon is straight trash. Coupon has killed the Mets for years. And I'm glad.
Since when's Dolan out of here?
The problem with Dolan, it's not the money. He's willing to spend. He's in the wrong sport. He tries to have too much control. What?
Get rid of the Knicks.
Yeah, you got to get. Well, not the Knicks. Get rid of Dolan. I want to keep the Knicks. I'm a Knicks fan.
No, Dolan needs to get rid of the Knicks.
Oh, Dolan needs to get rid of the Knicks.
Yes.
Yeah. But I didn't miss any like $2, did I? I scanned through the chat. I didn't miss anything, right? I just want to make sure.
No. No, he didn't.
Okay,
No.
I just want to make sure.
I saw John Laterno ask this a couple times. He says, "Do you think Wentz's stats are obscured due to the drops from receivers? Even with times of mediocrity, you're all the best." Stella! No, Wentz's stats are not obscured due to drops. Every quarterback drops. Wentz has regressed enormously. And I'm not blaming your receivers. Daniel Jones has guys drop passes too. When Eli Manning had more freaking tipped pass interceptions off his own players' hands than I've ever seen in my life, people say he sucks. When it happens to Dak Prescott, it's like, it's off the receiver's hands. It's not Dak Prescott. It's amazing how that works.
Right.
Carson Wentz has regressed. By the way, I don't know if anybody saw that Eagles video I did today. That's old school bad dog. I destroyed that franchise. Even with my team being 2-10, I still shit talk the hell out of that franchise. And I let them all know. Oh, I let them all know about the beginning of the year when they were all talking about how great.
Oh, they yapped a lot.
Oh, they all got it.
They all yapped a lot. But no, I'm with you on that. We used to say that all the time with Eli Manning. Ruben Randall dropping passes. I mean, everybody dropped passes. And all of his interceptions always seem to go off the receiver's hands. But at the end of the day, Carson Wentz, it's just like we say, and it's not fair. I say it all the time. It's not fair to put all the onus on the quarterback. But at the end of the day, coaches and quarterbacks are judged off the team's record. And Carson Wentz, in the prime of his career, with a team that's supposed to be competing for a Super Bowl, is 10-13 over his last 2 years. There's not much more to say.
Everybody wants to talk about Eli Manning's win-loss record. Well, there you go.
And Carson Wentz is in his prime. And he has
a way better team than Eli Manning's had.
Yeah, so at the end of the day, he's got to take some of the onus on that. Period. But thank you,
Jedi. Thank you. She says, "Bad Dog's the best to rip it." Oh, I go off for the team. I'm destroyed.
I've seen Karan.
I tell you this: there is probably nobody that can do the balancing act I do when it comes to being realistic and when it comes to trash talking. It's hard to walk that line. I do that really well, and I'm proud of that. I'm the greatest trash talker in the history of the TTC. Everybody that knows me within TTC knows that's the truth. And that just goes to show you, when you're 2-10 and you can still shit talk and destroy a freaking team, that takes talent. Not everybody can do that.
I want to say hi to Nations, and I saw Karan ask a question like 30 times. He said, "What do you think of Greg Williams?" Greg Williams, another guy that's a defensive-minded coach, could be a guy. Obviously, he's famous, Bad Dog, for the I forgot what they called it, but when they Bounty Gate. So he's famous for that when he was with the Saints, but definitely a guy that's a smart defensive mind who may be a guy that's looking for a head coaching job next year. Now, he may stay. He may go maybe to the Browns. Maybe they fire Freddie Kitchens. Maybe they bring him back there. I don't know. But, yeah, that's a guy that potential. I wouldn't rule him out. He's a candidate.
Yeah. The Giants offseason will be very interesting.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys.
On the days I have the calendar, and I'm just waiting for Black Monday.
Let's see what we got here. Let's see. Sam says, "Would you like to keep Gettleman and get Ron Rivera, get Louis Riddick?" Wait, would you like to keep Gettleman and Ron Rivera, or get Louis Riddick at GM and Matt Rule at head coach? I am a huge Louis Riddick fan. I was hoping, to be completely honest with you, when they hired Dave Gettleman, that they would have chosen Louis Riddick.
Surprised they didn't.
I like Louis Riddick a lot. To be honest with you, I would pick the latter. I know I'm not a change guy, but I would have wanted Riddick in the first place. And then you get Matt Rule with him, I would pick the latter, if I'm being completely honest. It's not going to happen, but I would pick the latter.
Shakur Rollins says, "How much cap money do the Giants have next season?" I think they're starting with about $70 million, but I don't think that includes a 10% cap increase. It also doesn't include they're going to cut guys like Red Edelson. He's not coming back. Janoris Jenkins not coming back. Alec Ogletree's not coming back. And Kareem Martin. You're talking another $20 to $25 million getting rid of those four players.
But
so the Giants could have upwards of $100 million in cap space.
But you figure Leonard Williams coming back, so that negates probably a good amount of that.
I don't figure he's coming back.
If you get rid of Gettleman, maybe not. But Gettleman traded for the guy.
I still don't think he's coming back. I think Gettleman did that just to see, figuring he would swap third-round picks and
lose a fifth.
Give up a fifth, and it'd be worth it if he came in and killed it. He hasn't. So
he gambled with a future fifth.
Basically. Yeah, he gambled with a future pick, but it's better to gamble with a fifth-round pick than gamble with a $90 million contract.
No, maybe they extend him, but not on the deal that he's looking for.
Right.
Yeah, maybe it's a cost-effective deal. Any free agent that you have? We get asked this every week, Adam. I haven't done full research on the free agents so far, but Schobert, the middle linebacker, is a guy that we both like. Conklin's probably the tackle that everybody's got their eyes on, even though he's coming off an ACL injury from a year ago. And Costanzo, but he's older with the Colts, but I think they'll keep him. And then who's the other guy? Littleton, I like, the middle linebacker if we stay in the 3-4. Edge rushers, everybody knows all the names now. How many of them are actually going to be available? Who knows?
Yeah, I don't want to stand a 3-4. You need linebackers to play 3-4. We don't. Yeah. John Turner says, Bad Dog, the reason I can't trash talk you, number one, I will lose. But you're always keep it real with your own team, and that's mad respect. I try, John. That's the biggest reason why when I was in the TTC, I was probably respected more than anybody. Because most people, when they trash talk, were too embarrassed or their ego was hurt too much or they didn't want to hear from people. They couldn't take getting trash talk back. If the team lost me, I don't give a damn. It don't matter to me. Because somebody can trash talk me, I know I can out trash talk them any day if I needed to. And if my team sucks, it sucks. What can you do? And they suck.
Yeah.
Bad.
I see a couple of questions I want to answer before I forget. Somebody asked how old Conklin was. He's 26, going on 27. Would you trade Barkley for Chase Young? Nation, that will never happen. The Giants. I don't think the Giants ever trade Barkley, but I don't know.
Well, you wouldn't have to.
Yeah, you wouldn't have to. They're just going to draft him. But in a theoretical situation, maybe. I mean, he plays probably the second most important, the third most important position. And I have to entertain it. But the thing is, we got to see the result from Chase Young. So I don't know if I would do it. Mike Marina says Minshew over Foles. I tend to agree with that. Eli going to mess around and win all 4 games. Akeem, I don't think he's going to win all 4. I think he could win 2. But I thought that with Daniel Jones. So I think 2, maybe 3, but probably not. I'm going to guess.
I think Eli wins maybe 1. Maybe 2. Maybe that Miami game. Other than that,
you don't think they win at Washington?
No, I don't.
Yeah, you think the team's just done?
I think that Washington at this point's better. I think Washington's playing the best.
They are playing better
in this division.
They are playing better. Right
and even though what's his face, Dwayne Haskins sucks, Washington Redskins got a really good running game, and the defense isn't bad. They're better than the Giants.
Oh, they are much better right now.
Washington's not going to beat good teams, but they can beat us, and it's in whatever the hell they call it now, FedEx
Field. Yeah.
So I think they'll beat us. I think Miami's the one game Eli can win. And it's not nothing to do with Eli. It has to do with the team. Team sucks.
Yeah. Yeah. Bavit says, let Bad Dog know how you... Oh, yeah. Bavit today sent me a picture that the Giants fired Pat Shermer. I actually believed it. And I was getting ready to make a video on it. He trolled the hell out of me. It was a fake tweet. Yvonne, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. You can't forget about it. It says, lost the last 8 games since Chris stopped doing call-ins. Oh, Yvonne, great call there. Maybe that has something to do with
freaking beef.
Yvonne, maybe I do got to do a call. The thing is, there's something wrong with my Skype. I swear to God, when I try to call it goes busy. I know somebody called the other day and it worked. Maybe I got to pay for the monthly bill again. I don't know. It's like $5 a month. Maybe I got to repay for the phone number. I'm doing a Q&A on Friday because I'm working Saturday. Picked up a shift, but I'm doing the Q&A on Friday, and I'm going to try to do a call-in show if I get it working the following week.
Don't worry, Saturday I'm getting Philly 500 on the channell.
There you go. Saturday's getting Philly 500.
There you go.
Start doing call. Yeah, next week maybe I'll try to do a call-in show. Let's see. What's going on? So, thanks for popping in. Well, I know. I'm sure you've been here. Mahomes or Jackson? I've seen him ask that a lot. Mahomes. I still go Mahomes. He's all right, Matthew.
I knew that was coming. I saw that coming a mile away.
Are you live streaming? Of course, we're live streaming the game Monday. That'll be on my channel. Am I just good? Yeah. And we by anybody that may be new, once again, link in the description below. We'll be live streaming the following. Actually, Sunday. We don't know which game yet, but Sunday we're gonna be streaming a game on Bad Dogs. I don't know.
Yeah, gotta figure out the game.
Yeah, we gotta figure out the game. Rivers or Rivers? Going Rivers there. And what's going on? Hot take, Cocky?
Senor, I'm going Manning on that
one. Haskins needs to show. Oh my God, Adam. I completely agree with that. A lot of people were criticizing him last year with Twitter, and then he's taking selfies. That was a huge concern going into the draft last year with Haskins. And Trent, man, I don't know what currency that is, but thank you so much.
Canada. It's Canadian.
Oh, Canadian. Okay, for the Canadian. The 279 Canadian. You can't forget about it. Got to lose one of these games so we can get Chase. We're not going to win out.
We're going to need to lose more than one.
We're going to have to lose 2. Probably at least 2.
Got to lose at least 3. Can't win more than 1. It depends on other teams.
Probably.
I think that's where the Giants win. I think they'll beat Miami. I think that's it.
I think, too, they could probably win 2 and still get the second pick because the other two teams have 3 and the Giants have the tiebreaker. But, it depends how it shakes out.
Hot Take Hockey says, Brad Dog, where's Selena Gomez? She may come back. She had a good time in the stream last night, so, she may come back.
Mike Nixon, have a great night, buddy. Chip Kelly with the $2 super chat. You can't forget about it. Any interest in Dan Quinn or Matt Nagy if
No way.
As an OC, I would with Matt Nagy.
No. Dan Quinn sucks.
Well, as a head coach, but not as
good. He sucks anyway. I mean, the Falcons were good because of Shanahan. Not because
of course.
Not because of Quinn. Quinn sucks.
Nagy,
all that talent. You want to talk about a team that underachieves? The Falcons are the biggest. That's just Atlanta sports in general. But the Falcons are awful.
But Nagy, I'm not sold that Nagy's a bad coach because he has Trubisky. But everybody said Nagy's got a good offensive mind. I would be interested in him as an OC.
He's got Trubisky. He also has Khalil Mack, Danny Trevathan, Leonard Floyd, Akeem Hicks, and
he's known for offense. Is the point I'm saying though. He's not known for.
Yeah, but they win because of defense. They're not winning because of his offense.
No, of course. I'm not saying as a head coach. I'm saying as an OC. I would not be interested in either as a head coach.
I don't know. See, I'll be honest. I don't give a damn about the offense coordinator. I want defense here.
Yeah, defense. I'm with you. I want a defensive head coach. Jackson or Deshaun Watson. That's close. This year I'm going Jackson, but Watson's really good. Mike Moreno, thank you so much, man, for the $2 super chat. You can't forget about it. DJ's incredible Ironman streak ends Monday. Yeah, it's incredible Ironman streak. I said in my video today, Bad and I should have mentioned this when we were talking about Eli earlier. One thing that I have always said, and you probably have said too, about Eli Manning that goes so underrated is his durability. And I feel like a lot of people took that for granted. And I'm not saying Daniel Jones is going to be injury prone, but people don't realize how valuable it is to know that every Sunday you can rely on your quarterback to go out there. Yep. That's one of the most important attributes.
Somebody told me that, Daniel Jones finished that game with that ankle sprain. We saw him sprain his ankle. Right. He was not right after that one play where he got pushed by whoever and he came up hobbling. So he finished it with that. Said it's sore. He was going to practice. He's going to play. That's what Daniel Jones said. Somebody told me that a Duke had the same injury, played through it. So there's another tough kid. Daniel Jones is tough. We've seen that. Yeah. So I honestly think if the Giants were 10-2 or 9-2 and fight for 9-3 and fight for this division, you might see Daniel Jones out there. If Daniel Jones, he came in and won his first 2 games. So say that he went on a run and he was 8-1 in 9 games or whatever, 8-2.
You think he toughs it out?
Games, you might have seen him tough it
out. You might. They might be taking.
But there's no reason to risk him.
Yeah, you might. Oh, definitely Watson over Murray. Right now, you got to go Watson over Murray.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
2 years, no way.
Maybe that.
Kyler Murray is going to be very good. Just remember where you heard that first.
Yeah.
All I did was glow over Kyle Murray.
He might be him. I'm not saying he can't be, but right now you got to go Watson.
Watson.
Yeah. What's going on, Malik? Thank you for tuning in the stream. Jaden in the house. Joe Yer in the house. DJ B in the house. Let's see. We got another question. How would you guys react if the Giants passed on Chase Young? DJ B, I'm sure with those smiley faces, you saw the reaction to Daniel Jones last year. It would probably be something similar.
I might.
I wouldn't be that crazy. I might
just faint if that happened.
Yeah.
I might
well, you know what? Let's be real here. Let's put. And by the way, it's a reaction, right? That's what I told people after I made the reaction. You can't. I don't know how I'm going to react, but if they took Thomas, I might not flip out. I might understand if they took Thomas with a young quarterback, left tackle. I want Chase Young, but I don't know if I'd flip out. If they passed on Chase Young for anybody but the left tackle, I'm flipping out. Like if they took a wide receiver,
I'd kill him.
Yeah,
I would get a pair of cement shoes ready, forget them, and throw them in the Hudson River. There you go. Chris Porzingis, yes, I had the Laker game on over here, so I know they blew out the Jazz tonight. Obviously, I didn't miss much tonight.
Do you think Young and Tomlin will make us elite? No. We're very far away from being elite, but we'll be a much better football team. If it's a healthy Conklin and Young, that would definitely be better for sure. Will
definitely improve us.
Yeah, leaps and bounds. We'll be on the right track. Let's put it that way. Leonard Williams draws double teams, and the run defense has. I agree. Leonard Williams has value, Caramba. It's not getting after the quarterback, but I'm not willing to give that guy $100 million or anywhere near close to it. But I don't know if he's going to command that. So we'll see.
Yep.
Chip Kelly, that is a great point, by the way. And I saw that, what's that guy's channel? He's got a great channel. He's got like over 100,000 subscribers. I forgot the name of it. But he did a video on that comparing Brian Flores to Pat Shurmur. And Brian Flores deserves a lot of credit for how hard he's gotten the Dolphins to play with the lack of talent that they have. Brian Flores has done a great job. And that's another... That looks bad on Pat Shurmur. Strong Opinion Sports, that's it. Yes. New York.
Oh yeah, I know who he is.
Yeah, he's really good. Yeah.
Yes, he is.
New York Flag.
Someone that did a lot of film study on Daniel Jones. I watch him a lot. Yes.
Thank you, New York Flag, for the $2 super chat. You can forget about it. No, not the Hudson River. Tanner's taking us fishing. That's right, I am. We're gonna go fish. That's the meetup. That's the plan. I don't know when it's gonna happen, but yes, sometime in the off season for sure. I want to do that. And New York Flag. I don't know if you were in here earlier. You probably were. Thank you for the super chat before the stream started. Thank you for being a great subscriber. What do you think of Matt Rule as head coach? We've been asked that already. Am I just good?
Sure, I want that. That's exactly what I want.
Yeah. And if we get a Matt Rule, Bad Dog, one thing that I think is important, if you get a guy that has no experience coaching in the NFL, I think it's important to have experienced offensive and defensive coordinators.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The coordinators need experience. Absolutely. Yep. Yeah. Completely agree.
Yeah.
And Ron Rivera's very experienced.
Yeah. So that I think that's a good marriage. If you do get a Matt Rule, you get somebody with a lot of experience. What if we pass on Chase Young and trade down? Depends on what we get. It'd have to be a king's ransom. I'm
not trading down if Chase Young is there. There's no way in hell you miss out on that guy. Cannot. I go back to it again. I'll say this. I will say this every stream until the damn draft. And I'm not comparing him to Lawrence Taylor. But in 1979, we sucked. In 1980, we sucked. The Giants sucked. From 1964 to 1980, they did not make the playoffs once. Number 2 pick, 1981, Lawrence Taylor, guess what? Made the playoffs in 81. Not only did they make the playoffs in 81, they knocked off the NFC champion Philadelphia Eagles in the playoffs that year. And played the eventual Super Bowl champions, 81 49ers, very tough in that game as well. You cannot pay. I just look at what, and not even Lawrence Taylor, what Nick Bosa's done for the Niners. Arik Armstead had 9 sacks his first 4 years in this league. He's got 10, unless he had more this past week against Ravens. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
But he had 10 going into the Ravens game this year because Nick Bosa takes up so much attention.
And D Ford. They added Ford too. But he's
a linebacker. He's not a pass rusher.
Yeah.
But it makes a big difference when you go, oh shit. We gotta double team him because he's killing our quarterback.
Right.
And it allows other people to get there.
And they don't
somebody just said Bosa is better than LT.
Oh, no.
Man card.
Just stop. Just don't even respond to that. I just want to get
revoke your man card, buddy.
I just want to get the super chat from Malik Thompson. Thank you so much, man, for the $2 super chat. You can figure. Would you guys jump off a cliff if they draft a wide receiver? I think he means wide receiver. No. I wouldn't jump off a cliff, but I would definitely flip out. That's for damn sure. If they take a wide receiver at number 2 over Chase Young, that would be beyond moronic.
I don't even think I could get mad because I'd be in such disbelief.
You'd be stunned.
Now, with Daniel Jones, if there wasn't all the rumors about them taking him, I would have been in disbelief. Because the rumors are there, and I thought they were just screwing around to mess with Washington, they ended up taking him. That pissed me off because I wanted Josh Allen. And again, it just goes to show you, pass rushers have the easiest transition into the NFL. They got one job. Sometimes you are going to have to drop off into his own coverage. That's not their job. Their job, go get the quarterback. Chase Young, go get the quarterback. Joey Bosa, go get the quarterback. Kills it. Nick Bosa, go get the quarterback. Kills it. Josh Allen, go get the quarterback. Kills it. They all kill it.
We need
They'll come in this league and get the damn quarterback. It's the easiest position to transition.
We haven't had a pass rusher that's commanded double teams since JPP. We just haven't. And you need it. You to be successful in this league, you need to be able to get after the quarterback. And having a guy like that, a guy that could be a top 5 pass rusher in the league or even the best potentially down the line, makes your whole defense better.
You just look at how bad we are on third down on defense.
Yeah.
Having that guy that gets to that quarterback to at the very least make him get rid of the ball soon so that he can't locate 17 yards down the field into the end zone. We have 12 men on the field and can't get him off. Are you serious?
Same drive.
That's ridiculous.
3rd and 13.
Did it Chase Young? Big difference.
Same drive. 4th and 10, 3rd and 13. The same. It was incredible. I've never seen anything like it. You can play both the 3-4 and 4-3 schemes as well, even though Ohio State runs a 4-3. Yes, you can play them both, Chad, for sure. That's what everybody says about that. Vernon is a class client. Let's see. Chase Young or Ricky Williams? What? No, we're not doing that. Oh, you're saying that. First off, I don't think any team is ever giving up an entire draft like they did ever again in that Ricky Williams type trade. But if a team offered us our 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th, I would take that over Chase Young, but that's not going to happen.
Oh, God, yeah. If a team offers us their entire draft, you absolutely do it.
Yeah, you got to. I wouldn't. Let's see. Whose channel tomorrow? Well, tomorrow I do Thursday Night Football, but Bad Dogs, I'm sure, doing the Lakers to what, Friday probably?
No, tomorrow. Friday I'm doing the Lakers, yes.
Yeah. Let's see. I wouldn't mind drafting Tristan Wirfs. Okay. OBJ will be on the Niners next year. Now, I didn't get a chance to read this. I heard an article came out today that OBJ is no longer happy. And I don't know, I didn't get a chance to read the article. It might not be legit. Is not happy in Cleveland now.
I told you. He's going to come back here. Got that feeling.
You really believe that? You really believe that?
I really believe he's coming back here. I really do. Not with Gettleman here, but I have a feeling he's coming back here. Or maybe he does come back here with Gettleman. I have a feeling he's coming back to New York.
I don't know.
Strange feeling.
We'll see. You never know, I guess.
Wait, he's Philly. They get everybody. I forgot.
Yeah, he's going to L.A. That's where he wants to go. No, remember that? He said that, he loves L.A., all the palm trees, all that bullshit when he was with us.
He can go to the Chargers.
Yeah. Bad Dog, do you think the Yankees will get Cole?
I know that they met with Strasburg today, and it went very well. So Steven Strasburg could definitely be a Yankee, and they've also said they're opening up the checkbook for Garrett Cole. You could see Strasburg and Cole become Yankees, and that's the way it should be. I mean, let's face it, George Steinbrenner, got every star here, and that's the way we need to go back to being. So yeah, let's get Strasburg and Cole, and throw Madison Bumgarner in there for the hell of it. We're the damn Yankees. We ain't won it forever.
How about
championship of some sort here, and that's the one team I can depend on.
How about we get the Mets a couple of players? I haven't seen a championship I haven't seen a championship my whole damn life. And
that's your fault for being young.
Oh, no, that's not true. Yankees, 96, 98, 99, 2000. I had to see all.
For being a Mets fan, you could have picked the dark
I
side.
get so pissed off. Not you, just Yankee fans in general. When I hear Yankee fans complain, put yourself in my shoes. We haven't sniffed.
I want you. Your shoes are smaller than mine. That wouldn't fit my feet.
Can Daniel Jones be on an MVP type level? He needs an MVP type roster for that to be possible.
Great.
Let's see what we got here. Yeah, Wheeler left, but I don't blame the Mets for not signing. $24 million a year is absurd.
For what?
Zach Wheeler. He signed a $24 million a year contract with the Phillies today.
Oh, the Phillies just you want to see when the Yankees do it. They usually no, I shouldn't say that. I was gonna say they do good contracts. Ellsbury horrible. Ellsbury's gone. Greg Bird's gone. Yankees are doing things right now, but the Phillies they don't care. They're throwing good money after bad with that signing.
Yeah, it's
that guy worth $100 million. And who the hell went to the Braves today?
Cruz on, man. Thank you so much, man, for the $2 super chat. You can forget. Thank you for some Mets support. Cruz on. And hopefully fire our owner, man. He says, go Mets. Thank you, man, for the love, Cruz on.
Who the hell went to the damn Braves today? Cole Hamels. That's it. Thank you, man. I thought that's who it was. Yeah, he went to the Braves. I think they gave him $70 million. I got to teach little Bad Dog how to throw a breaking ball for a strike. They make all the damn money. Pitchers get paid, man.
Oh, yeah, they do. Let's see what we got here. Who else would buy a Chase Young jersey if we draft? Oh, I'd buy a Chase Young jersey that night.
I will buy one that night, and I'll buy an Ohio State Chase Young jersey.
Yeah, I'd buy one that night.
And I'll tell you what I am buying. I'm buying my damn scotch. It's been a long year.
You buying it?
I'm buying that.
There you go.
I haven't bought a bottle of Macallan 21-year scotch in 2 years. It's time. It's tough.
Giants pride, man.
I'll be drinking it. I'll be chugging it on draft night. If we go wide receiver, first pick.
Giants pride. Thank you for the love, man. $2 super chat. You can forget about it. He says blink and the Giants won't get Chase Young.
I won't blink then. I'll put toothpicks on my eyes and stare at the screen until they pick.
When I got my I got LASIK when I was like 18, 19. When I got it, they put the drops in your eyes so you can't blink. On draft night, if that's what it takes, I'll get the drops so I don't blink. If that's what it takes, because we got to make sure we get that guy if we can. You think the Giants will beat the Eagles? I think they got a chance. I think they got a chance.
I don't think we'll beat them.
I think
we're getting blown out.
Really? They just lost to Miami.
34-17. I don't care. The Giants could be 10-2 and we'd lose this damn game. They're the freaking Eagles.
I don't think we're winning.
Time in Philly. We never, ever.
Oh, we're not going to win. I don't think we get blown out.
Oh, I still think we're getting blown out.
Yeah. Let's see.
Eli Manning has struggled mightily against two teams in his career, man. The Vikings and the Eagles.
Oh, the Vikings. That was the game where he threw 5 picks, right?
Yeah, 4 picks and 3 pick sixes.
Yeah.
But I don't know if he's ever beaten Minnesota. Maybe in 2005
Chargers
he beat him.
too.
He's only beat him once.
Chargers
in
too.
His entire career.
He's never beaten the Chargers either.
Yeah, but we play the Chargers
once every 4 years.
4 years, so it's the 0-3 against the Chargers.
Yeah. Let's see. We will end the Eagles season. I'd like to. I would like to, whether it's week 14 or 17. Who we drafting if not Chase Young? It depends where we're picking. But Andrew Thomas would be the next logical name.
Yep.
Yes, love you all. Are the best. Have a great night and keep an eye on my Flyers. They are getting better. Stand up, John. You have a great night, man. And we'll see you. We'll see you out in the field on Monday.
If the Sooners don't get into the playoffs, I kind of want to see Chase Young against Andrew Thomas. I'm hoping it's Ohio State and Georgia. I want to see that. That's marquee matchup. Only people that are really into the draft and really scouting your talent are going to watch that particular matchup. Because who the hell is going to look at that? Who the hell is going to look at a defensive end? Now they'll talk about it all, during the telecast. Everybody's going to watch, as Uncle Lou would say, not Jake Fromm. He calls him Jack Fromm because he hates him. Sucks. And Justin Fields. I mean, they're going to look at those guys. Look at J.K. Dobbins and everything else. But that's something I really want to see. The Sooners don't get there. If the Sooners get there, Georgia's out anyway. So if the Sooners don't get there, I really would love to see that matchup. I just want to see them go one-on-one and see what we got.
Yeah, I would love to stream that game. I will stream that game if they play each other. That just to watch them play.
Well, that would be the national championship game.
Who do you think our next coach will be? I mean, I'm leaning right now either Ron Rivera or Matt Rule, but who knows? It might be a guy that we're not even thinking about. So who knows? And let's see what we got here.
Malik, Malik's asked this a couple times. Let me just get to this.
Yeah,
he said, Bad Dog, how do you like this next season? Jason Garrett as offense coordinator and Baylor head coach and a 4-3 defense. Well, it would depend on who our defensive coordinator is. I really wouldn't want Jason Garrett as a part of this team at any point. I don't think Dak Prescott's done really well his entire. I always thought he was overrated and has incredible talent. He's done better this year, but I think that has a lot to do with Kellen Moore over Jason Garrett. I don't want any part of Jason Garrett. I want Matt Rule as our head coach. That's the guy I prefer because I like these college head coaches. I think they come in. I think they're very innovative. They have different game plans. They're more in tune with changing things around rather than this old school stuff, which is predictable. But I'm more concerned about the defense coordinator than the offense coordinator by far. I want 100%. Defense
100%. Would you bring in Jim Schwartz as the DC? Jim Schwartz has had success, Chip Kelly, as a DC. A lot of people, when they hear these names, they say, no, but you're not asking as the head coach. Like, for example, I wouldn't be opposed to Gruden as the OC. Gruden's a good OC. He's a bad head coach. He wanted Daniel Jones.
A lot of coordinators do that.
Yeah.
Talk about that all the time. Ben McAdoo was a good offensive coordinator. Terrible head coach.
Yeah.
Rex Ryan, great defense. Spagnola's perfect. He has the worst record in the history of football as far as the head coach goes.
Yeah.
Of course, Spagnola's scheme had a lot to do with his talent because he came back after they were gone, and we sucked. We were the worst defense in the league in 2015. So it depends on your talent. It does. So I don't know how great Spagnola was, When you have Strahan, Tuck, Umanura, Kiwanuka,
Doesn't hurt.
Corey Webster, Aaron Ross, that's pretty good.
NASCAR package.
Yeah.
Should we re-sign Ingram as of now? Depends on what he would cost. I mean, next year he's only going to make $3 million, so I think he'll be back. But after that, depends what it'll be. I don't want to spend big bucks on him. I'll say that. No, if he's affordable, sure, but I don't want to spend big bucks on him.
And by the way, people are talking about Matt Nagy's not getting fired.
I don't think so either. He's got a built-in excuse. Trubisky sucks.
Matt Nagy's not getting fired, guys. It's not like the Bears. The Bears made the playoffs last year in his first year. And really, we're a stupid freaking kick away from going to the next round.
And they're 6-6. It's not like
they're 6-6.
Yeah.
They're not terrible.
Yeah, they're disappointing. But Ligman, man, thank you so much, man, for the $2 super chat. You can forget about it. He says ESPN had CeeDee Lamb at 2 to the New York Giants. They are dumb. Oh God, Ligman, if that happened.
Well, I don't know who at ESPN had that, but they should be fired immediately.
Now, my one question is, did they have Chase Young at 1?
It wouldn't matter.
It doesn't matter either way.
CeeDee Lamb at 2, you would trade that back. CeeDee Lamb's not going to anybody.
You take Andrew Thomas to trade
back. It doesn't even matter if they want CeeDee Lamb. You trade back to about 9. I think he's going to go about 9. I think Jerry Jeudy will go before him, although I think CeeDee Lamb is better. But I'm biased. I'll completely admit that. And I watch CeeDee Lamb every week.
But let me ask you this, Bad Dog. Let me ask you this. This question: what would be more shocking? Now, obviously. Now that we knew they took Daniel Jones, you're going to say, but 2 months before the draft, what would be more shocking to you? If they took Lamb at 2 or if they took Jones at 6?
Jones one.
Yeah, so anything's possible. I'm not ruling anything out with Dave Gettleman. So that's all I'll say about that.
Gettleman don't draft receivers.
He did he took first-round receivers with the Panthers.
Yeah, but not at 2.
I'm not ruling it. I'm not saying I don't expect it to happen, but I'm not ruling it out.
No, they're not going to draft CeeDee. Not a 2. They can trade back.
Yeah.
CeeDee Lamb's going to go about 9. I think Jerry Jeudy is a great receiver. I think he succeeds. He also has Henry Ruggs there. And Henry Ruggs is another guy that's probably going to go mid-first round. I think Henry Ruggs ends up with the Eagles. If I'm looking at the mock draft right now, and I haven't started doing this, but I think Henry Ruggs could fall to the Eagles, which would definitely help them out.
Yeah.
Without it. Because that guy is freaking fast.
Yeah.
That dude is a burner. So that is something the Eagles really do need. Henry Ruggs. That's a guy they need. They're the ones that need the receivers, not us.
I've seen Ruggs going in the like you said, late first, early second in most mocks that I've seen.
I think the Eagles would take him at 17. I think Ruggs could jump up, depending on his combine. We all know that we could do this now and it ain't going to matter. The combine, people put too much stock in it, and I always use John Ross as an example. Nothing. Receiver in college, really. Certainly wasn't a top 10 receiver, not even close. Ran the fastest 40 time in the history of the combine, and he went 9th to the Bengals. And that's why the Bengals have 1 win, because that's the type of crap they do.
Yeah.
Oh, we're drafting. Oh, the kid that runs a 4.2, let's take him.
Yeah, you draft track stars over football players.
Yep.
Nick Young, man, thank you so much, man, for the $2 super chat. You can't forget about it. He says Dylan Moses or Kenneth Murray in the second.
Can you give me Kenneth Murray?
Yeah.
I freaking love Kenneth Murray, man. Kenneth Murray's a beast.
Yeah, so there you go, Kenneth Murray. Yeah, and let's see what we got here. He was having a nice, and thank you again, man, for the love. Let's see what we got here. Mets baseball talk. Let's go. It's not a Mets show, but one thing I will say, Jacob, I will have a Mets show in season this year. I plan on trying to do that at least once a week. Steven Evans just wrote SMH. I don't know why, but thank you for tuning in. But I will try to have a Mets show once a week in season. Shep, Slayton, and Tate, you're right. We are getting a wide receiver at 2. No, we're not. We're not getting a wide receiver.
No, we're not. Those receivers have been fine. Tate's missed 5 games this year. When he's played, he's done well. Slayton has been fantastic, and he's got a really good rapport with Daniel Jones. Sterling Shepard has had 2 concussions this year and missed a lot of time. There's no reason to take a receiver at number 2. Our offense would be fine if we could protect Daniel Jones and run the freaking ball. We don't need superstar receivers to win Super Bowls. Very rarely, outside of Jerry Rice, I can't think of an elite receiver that won a Super Bowl outside of Jerry Rice. Terrell Owens never won one. Randy Moss never won one.
Marvin Harrison.
Okay, Marvin Harrison. All right, there's one. Peyton Manning was his quarterback. They had Joseph Adai, who was 1,000-yard,
I'm just
running
saying.
back, and he almost had 1,000 yards receiving out of the backfield.
That's the
and
first.
they also had Reggie Wayne on that team.
Yeah.
So that's a little different.
How about Torrey Holt, Isaac Bruce?
They weren't elite. They were very good. They weren't elite.
Yeah.
They were elite receivers. I mean, I don't know if any of them are in the Hall of Fame. Torrey Holt's not. Isaac Bruce maybe.
Yeah.
But, they just don't win. Wide receiver. That's why they got rid of Beckham. It's one of the least important positions in football. It just is. You need to run.
No, I'm not going to debate that. I say that all the time. I think wide receiver is one of the 2 or 3 most least important positions on a football team.
I can tell you this, and again, the game's changed. But in 1986, the Giants won the Super Bowl with Phil McConkey, Stacy Robinson, Lionel Manuel, and Bobby Johnson. Who the hell are they? In 1990, they won the Super Bowl with Mark Ingram and Stephen Baker. They're decent, but they're not elite receivers.
Great quarterback makes receivers better, and a great running game makes receivers better at the end of the day.
Yep.
Why do you think Lorenzo Carter and B.J. Hill declined this year?
James Betcher.
Yeah, well, they played for Betcher last year, but Lorenzo Carter has been good in pass coverage from all statistics by PFF, and he is pretty good pass coverage, but he's been very disappointing as a pass rusher, and B.J. Hill's not playing. He's playing like 30% of the snaps now.
Dalvin Tomlinson's better. Dalvin Tomlinson's getting more snaps. Dalvin Tomlinson's a better player.
Dalvin Tomlinson has been my favorite player on the defense this year. I love Dalvin Tomlinson.
Marcus Golden's probably been mine.
They've both been really good, along with Dexter Lawrence.
But I don't see Lorenzo Carter rushing the passer anymore. I don't see him on the pass rush.
Yeah, he's not doing much.
It could be due to the fact that he is a good cover linebacker, and Alec Ogletree sucks. So Carter's got to go back there and help out. I really don't know. It's a combination of everything. The defense as a whole sucks, and I think the fact that the secondary is really, really poor.
It's just bad all around.
That also hurts.
Yeah, it's bad all around. They get no help anyway.
It's just a bad team.
Yeah.
Good teams feed off each other, make each other better. Bad teams make each other worse.
That's one thing we should have talked about. And real quick, I'm going to answer. I've seen him ask it like 10 times. Does Tua declare for the draft? I think he will. And Edward Howard, everyone lost their wrench. I started from scratch. If you keep tuning into the streams, you'll get it. But what I wanted to ask you, you were talking about teams that suck. Brandon Jacobs came out this week and said that he thinks this New York Giants team has more talent than the Super Bowl teams.
I read that.
What's your thoughts on that?
I don't know how he could say that. I don't know how he could say that. Who's more talented than Strahan, Tuck, you, and York?
That's what I said in my video. And the offensive line, well, I get that they didn't have supremely talented offensive linemen as a unit. They were all good. McKenzie, right? All of them. Deal, Snee. Yeah, O'Hara. The whole offensive line. They were good. And that's where they were much better than this team, and that's what wins. Not to mention Eli Manning in his 4th year is better than Daniel Jones in his first. I don't, and say, the only Saquon Barkley, I'll give you that. And maybe they have more potential talent in the secondary with all the not.
I think the receiving core is better than 2007 as a whole. 2011 receiving core was good.
2007 receiving core was not bad. Toomer and Burris.
I still think the receiving core could be better. I still think Tate, Shepard, and Slayton are better than Burris. Steve Smith missed most of that year. And who the hell was the other receiver?
Amani Toomer.
It was the end of his career. He was good, but that 2011 team, no way.
And that's the best.
You had Hakeem Nicks and Victor Cruz.
And Manningham.
Manningham was...
But for a third receiver, solid.
But...
NYG fan, thanks for the $5 Super Chat, Benzini's. Interesting how every receiver that leaves it... I bring that up all the time. That leaves Eli Manning gets worse, but he's an average... I say that all the time. Whenever I get in a debate about Eli Manning, Kevin Boss got worse. Jake Ballard gets worse. Plaxico Burress
Well,
gets
to be fair, Jake Ballard also tore his ACL.
Steve Smith goes to the Eagles.
Steve Smith tore his ACL in Philadelphia. You can't really get on these guys for having...
But they all regressed when they left Eli Manning.
But those two guys tore their knee up. I mean, that's...
Well, Kevin Boss.
To be fair, Victor Cruz regressed after he tore his knee, too.
Kevin Boss goes to the Raiders. Does nothing.
Kevin Boss didn't do much for us either. Had a good run there during the playoffs.
Fair enough. Now, Beckham's regressed. Manningham did nothing when he went to the 49ers. He had
Manning
he had
did
800,
not do
900
much
yards.
for us either.
He had
Manning-
900 yards with us, I think, that year.
I don't even know if he had that many. He had a good last drive at a Super Bowl. That's what I remember about Mario Manningham. Other than that, I don't remember much.
Yeah.
I don't. Now Odell Beckham, that's the obvious one. He's went to Cleveland, and I remember. Ooh, that ball's coming at me fast. Baker Mayfield. Blah, 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 blah. What, he got 2 touchdowns?
2 touchdowns. And Akeem Nicks said that. Now, Badler's going to say he's been injured. He got injured after he left as well, and he was injured with the Giants. Detonator, stand up, the booty man in the house. Thank you for tuning in the stream.
Nicks just went so down.
Akeem Nicks is one of my favorite Giants ever. It was just so short-lived. I love
Giants
Akeem.
are the biggest hands I've ever seen
He
in
had
my life.
5X gloves.
Dude, shaking that guy's hand. I got big-ass hands myself. Like, grabbed my wrist. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Like, his hands are like 10.5 inches. It's stupid.
Yeah, it's crazy.
How big his hand?
Nick, thank you so much, Nick Young, for the $2 super chat. You can't forget about it. He says, is Eli going to ruin our chances at Chase Young?
No way.
Nick Young, at the end of the day, Eli Manning is going to have the same problems that he had before and that Daniel Jones had after he replaced Eli Manning. The same, and maybe we win an extra game because Eli's a quarterback. It's possible.
No, we lose the Tampa Bay game with Eli quarterback.
No, I'm saying our last 4. Maybe we win one more game than we would have if Daniel Jones was in.
I don't even think that's the case.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know. I don't know. But either way,
I don't think it's any difference.
Yeah.
He got blown out. The first 2 games we got blown out, and the offense did 0.
We have the same problems. The quarterback wasn't the problem.
Quarterback's not the problem.
We're not winning football games because of our defense and our pass rush and our offensive line. So
it's not like we're losing games really close because Daniel Jones is committing crucial turnovers and bad times, or he's not getting it done. We are getting our ass kicked up front. We can't get off the field on 3rd downs. We can't convert 3rd downs, and we can't run the ball to save our life. Yeah. That's got nothing to do with Daniel Jones.
The third long defense is so bad. Played that. Thank you so much, man, for the $5 super chat, Benzanese. Love you, dude. I just got banned on PS4 for nothing, and the other guy was being hella racist. I just got banned on PS4 for nothing, and the other.
He must have been a head-ass little boy.
Okay, I will make sure that you do not get banned. I don't know what happened. I can't pay attention to the chat while I'm doing a live stream. I'll go back in and check it out. So I apologize.
Oh, you have PS4. I didn't even know what the hell he was talking about.
Yeah, I guess he's watching the stream on PS4. Yeah, I can't follow the stream.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Sorry, way past my technological advances, being my age. I didn't even know you could watch a stream on PS4. There you go.
Yeah.
I have PS4.
But thank you again, man, for the love, man. And, I don't know what's going on, so I apologize. Malik Thompson with the $5 super chat, Benzanese. He says, our 35-year-old free safety coach trying to play football with 99 zone coverage, best player in the league. Bad dog, go play for the Giants.
Gotcha. I got it. Hey, the best trash talking video I've ever done, the one I'm most noted for, I told EDP I am built like a safety in the NFL, and I will light you up like a Christmas tree. So there you go.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we have.
That's Jedi. She knows.
Yeah, we got. Bethay's gonna be off the team. I think he's another guy. I don't know if you mentioned him. He'll be cut too.
I could outrun Bethay. I swear to God.
Yeah. Bench shoulder, they're not going to bench shoulder. So to be fair, and shoulder's not good. The last 2 weeks, yes, he gave up a crucial sack, but based on the opponents, when you look at who he's been going up against, he went up against Darius Smith, who might be the best pass rusher in football this year, and he went up against the Bears the week before. So he's gone up against supreme pass rushers the last 2 weeks, and I actually think he's held his own pretty good. They haven't really helped him out. He's been one-on-one. I try to be as fair as I can. I actually think Solder's done a decent job the last 2 weeks.
I think Solder's done a decent job in the first half of the last 2 weeks. I mentioned that in the Bears game that he'd done a really good job. Then all of a sudden, the second half, he couldn't block anybody. So I don't know if this is conditioning with this Giants team. I don't know if they just get tired. The offense can't be tired. It's not like he's out in the field blocking 75 plays a game.
They actually did a good job this week with the time of possession, at least in the first half. Well,
yes,
I remember we pointed that out.
We did point that out, and yet we were still losing.
Yeah.
Go figure. But
let's see what we got here. Eli, I will miss you after this year, but I'm excited for Danny Dimes' potential. Of course, Brendan Stone. We're all excited to see what Danny Dimes has.
He'll be fine. He's showing me a lot this year. I really think Daniel Jones can be very good, but like any other quarterback who is not elite, who's not Russell Wilson, who's not Aaron Rodgers, who's not Pat Mahomes, you need guys around these guys to make them better. Do you think Tom Brady would be as good if he played on the Giants? Do you think Dak Prescott would be as good as he is if he played on the Giants? Do you think Carson Wentz would put up the numbers in New York that he's putting up in Philadelphia? No. Do you think Kirk Cousins would succeed here in New York?
No, Kirk Cousins has a great foundation. But
that's what I'm saying. You put these teams on this bad team, they're going to be really bad here.
Did I just read that right? I never see the numbers when I'm live. Somebody just told me we have over 500 people in here. And under 300. Wow, you guys are incredible. Thank you guys for coming in. Thank you guys for joining the stream. If you haven't done so, please hit that thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, ring the bell. Go into the description and subscribe to Bad Dog Sports. We do this show every week. Thank you guys for showing so much support. We do this in the offseason. We're going to be talking draft. We're going to be talking free agency. And we do mock drafts in the offseason. We already talked about that. That should be a lot of fun. And thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you guys for showing all the support. And we'll go an extra 5 minutes. I didn't realize there were that many people. And we usually end at 12. We'll go to 12:05, 12:07, 12:08, something like that. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for being the best. And go over and subscribe to Hot Take Hockey, by the way. Nick's got to fire David Fizdale. I mean, David Fizdale.
Nick's got to fire James Dolan.
Yeah, James Dolan's the main problem. It's been the main problem forever. Only 151 likes. I guess the like button's broken, Bad Dog. You think the like button's broken?
Yeah, maybe it is.
Can Marcus Golden make the switch to defensive end if we switch to a base 4-3 defense? Marcus Golden, to me, if he's not in the Betcher system, isn't a good fit. You saw how he did with the Arizona Cardinals after Betcher left. He struggled mightily. If Betcher doesn't stay on, as good as Golden's played, Bad Dog, I probably don't bring him back.
They're not bringing him back if Betcher's not here.
Yeah, I probably don't bring him back.
There's no reason to.
Yeah.
There's no reason to.
Let him go get paid.
Because Chase Young is going to take that spot anyway.
Yeah. Let's see what we got here. Beto, can we get a hate week vid? I'm sure. Well,
I did it today.
Let's see.
I did the hate week video today. It's called the Philadelphia Eagles Stink. Straight to the point. It's 11 minutes of me doing nothing but tearing their ass up like I always did. That is vintage Bad Dog. Without the cursing and without me calling someone a fat ass and telling them it looks like their neck threw up a shit bubble and telling them that they live with their mom and everything else that I used to tell them, pretty much. So that's not in there. But destroying the Philadelphia Eagles franchise and making fun of their fan base with their lunacy and their unexpected, when I don't even know what I'm trying to say here. Whatever. They're not real expectations. What the hell? What's not real?
I saw Raymond Sosa ask, who do you think will make the Pro Bowl this year for the Giants? To me, it's just a kick punter. That's it. Dixon, that's it. Nobody else. Do you think with Eli back, Barkley gets back to his Barry set? I think Barkley's going to play better this week. He killed the Eagles last year. Killed them. And Barkley looked to be getting back to his form last week. The numbers may not have been there, but you saw it. You saw him good, hard downhill running. And I think with Eli back, he's going to play even better.
The speed was there.
The explosiveness was there. The confidence was there, too. You
could see him.
Yeah.
He's probably 100% healthy. Is Saquon Barkley going to say that injury? No, I'm healthy. He's not making excuses. The guy was never healthy.
Yeah. And with Eli back, I think it helps him a little bit. I think Eli's better at reading pre-snap coverages, might set up the run better. I think he's going to have a big game, actually. And Lolly Mack is in the house. She just brought the Ducks. Always like when she does that. Do you think the Patriots have the most bandwagon? Of course, the best. Well, no, the Cowboys.
The Cowboys do.
But
it's not even close.
But the best teams usually have the most bandwagon fans. So I know where he's going with
that. I use this example all the time. I live on the border of Massachusetts. I rarely see Patriots fans here, if ever. And all these Super Bowl, you would think there'd be a huge influx. There was a huge influx of Red Sox fans that all of a sudden came over here across the border into New York, upstate New York. All of a sudden, they were all over the place after 2004. Never saw them before. Not with the Patriots. But when the Cowboys are good, oh, God. Cowboys jackets, Cowboys beanies, Cowboys winter hats, Cowboys, yeah. Everything Cowboys. Everything Cowboys up.
They're America's team.
Yeah. Only when they're good.
Yeah, only when they're good. When
they were 4-12 in 2015, I didn't see any Cowboy fans around here. Bring in Dak, bring in Zeke, bring in 13-3. Yeah, Cowboys, man. We back, baby. Cowboys, Yankees, and whoever. Bulls. That's always my favorite. Like, who did you have on your stream that one night? God almighty, what the hell was his name?
Oh, my
The
Cowboys
Cowboys.
family.
Yeah, Cowboys and Bulls. Oh, that makes sense. Cowboys and Bulls. Well, Jesus, let's see. Bulls, best team in the 90s. Cowboys, best team. Wow. Front runner?
Well, there were. I'll be the first to say I grew up in that era as a kid, and there were a lot of kids of my grade that were those two teams, Cowboys and Bulls or Niners.
Dallas and Chicago, they're right next to each other.
Oh, man.
God hated it. I hate the Cowboys.
Nick Young, he says 21st birthday on Sunday. You guys streaming the Sunday night game. We're streaming L game on Sunday. I'm not sure. I think we were thinking 4. But if we're doing it on 4, I'll probably do the Sunday night game.
Oh, let me see.
I think the better game was at 4, you said.
No, I'm going to see if I can go to Fox now and see what I have. Yeah, the Lakers are playing Sunday night, so I gotta do that.
Yeah, so I'll be on Sunday night probably, but the 4:00 game will be on Bad Dogs.
I'm gonna see what the hell we got, because the 1:00 game is the best, but I don't think that's gonna be in this area. I think we're gonna get the stupid Jets.
Yeah, I think I got the Jets too.
I don't want the Jets.
Yeah,
I want San Francisco, New Orleans.
Of course. I am from New England. Back in the day when Hugh Millen was quarterback, nobody liked the Patriots. It will be interesting when Brady and Belichick are gone. Sabrina, I completely get that, and that's probably what will happen. I remember when I was younger, nobody cared about the Patriots. You guys had that ugly logo. You guys were horrible. And then you got Bledsoe, and you started to play a little bit better. And obviously Parcells helped out over there. Terry Glenn, Curtis Martin.
We're doing a 1:00 game.
Well, I don't know. I don't think only if I'm getting that game. I don't know if I'm getting it.
You have to. It's Fox. It's Niners and Saints. That's not an upstate New York thing.
I'll take a look. As long as I'm getting it, we'll do that.
You're getting that.
Yeah.
I'm doing that one. Not missing that one. Saints, 49ers.
As long as I have it. Manny Roman says Ron Rivera for next. Yeah, we've been asked that a few times, Manny. Man, you have a great night, and yeah, both of us would be good with that. Matt Rule or Ron Rivera. Those are our top 2 right now. Yeah.
I knew that was coming too.
We'll see what other names pop up.
I don't know why someone keeps coming in here and spamming Ron Effect.
Oh, does he think by coming in here and saying Ron Effect people? I mean, Ron Effect's a Giants YouTuber. Do you think people are going to go over there? He's not streaming. If he's streaming, go over there and watch him. I don't know what the time
I wonder if when he's streaming, if they go in there and go, entertainer.
Yeah, to my subscribers, whenever people stream, you go in there and say entertainer. Do you say Bad Dog? I say after we defeat Young.
No, because because our subscribers are not douche nozzles. That's why.
Who would you rather have between? I'm leaning Rule, to be completely honest with you, Mariano. But I'm completely fine with both. I'd be very happy with both.
Yeah, just get Shermer the hell out of here. I don't care.
Yeah. What's up, Little Munchie, man? Thank you for tuning in this stream.
Little Munchie, what's going on?
And you guys are the best, man. Thank you guys. How about Vic for coach? That would be funny. Is he talking about Uncle Vic? I'm assuming that'd be funny.
My Uncle Vic, yeah. He wouldn't be a good head coach. He doesn't know a curl route from an out route. Uncle Vic, he might know a curly cue from a straight hair, but he doesn't know. He doesn't understand that. He don't know what a seam route is. He might split the seam of his pants, but he couldn't tell you what a seam route is.
I love him though.
He's my uncle. I mean,
New York Giant fan. 8. Thank you so much for the love, man. $2 super chat. You can't forget about it. Great stream tonight, guys. Have a good night. You have a great night. Thank you for being a great subscriber, and I'll see you guys hopefully for the Q&A on Friday, and if not, then the Monday night stream for the Giants. So, love you guys.
What do I think about EDP? I like EDP. EDP makes me laugh. EDP said, Eli Manning, please kick our ass. I said, EDP, I like this video. I hope it happens.
Can you guys please beat the Eagles? We're going to try our best, Mark. We're going to try our best, man. And thank you so much, Slava, my broccoli love. I love that name, by the way. Yeah, I love that name. For the $5 super chat, bends the knees. He says, check down. Eli has his first game back in his house of horrors at Philadelphia. Shake Med, may we let us pray. I'm assuming what he means by that. Yeah, well, I'm hoping we get not a magical finish. We're 2-10, but I'd like to see Eli go out.
Beat them once.
Beat them once. One time. I would love to
see I know what I was going to say. I'm just talking about the old Patriots. The old Patriots. I mentioned something about that before. So I got into some Patriots fan. I don't remember what it was. But I said something about Scott Zolak. And I'm like, they wouldn't know who the hell Scott Zolak is. Ask a Patriots fan who Scott Zolak is. If they know who Scott Zolak is, then they're a real Patriots fan.
He was a quarterback, wasn't he?
Yes, he was.
I remember him as a kid.
He was a quarterback when they were 1-15.
Yeah, I remember him as a kid. Yeah. Malik, man, you have a great night, man. He says, I'm about to hit the bed. Got to get up in the morning for school.
You and me both.
And listen to Ravens fans, Deadskins fans, and especially hear Cowgirls fans. It's annoying, but I just take the pain. Malik, man, thank you for being here, man. And take that pain. Put the earplugs in. That might help. I'm from Philadelphia. You guys don't... What? You guys don't hard to be a Giants fan? Oh, you guys don't know how hard it is to be a Giants fan, I think is what he's trying to say. I hear you.
In Philadelphia, no.
Yeah.
We know how hard it is to be a Giants fan.
We know how hard. And Roldy, have a great night, man. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, we're going to close this out in like 2 minutes. But I always just like to say, I can't believe we got 500 people in here tonight at one point. So you guys are incredible. You guys are phenomenal. I'm excited for Eli. I hope you guys are too. Huge news came out today. Obviously, the Rivera thing, everything else. What the owner said, Tish, heads are going to roll. So we'll see what happens over this next month.
Yeah.
But
he even came out and sang Judas Priest. Some heads are going to roll. That's what he said.
Yeah, that's exactly what he said. You have a great night, Word, man. Thank you for tuning in the stream, Last Jedi. Thank you for tuning in the stream. But if you guys haven't done so, don't forget to subscribe, ring the bell, hit that thumbs up. And don't forget to go into the description. We do this all the time together. We alternate channels. Go on over to Bad Dog's channel. Subscribe to his. Show him some love. And, we're going to be I'll be doing the Q&A on Friday, like I said. Bad Dog's going to be doing some streams. I'll be live tomorrow night for the Thursday night game. Sunday, we'll be doing some football games. And then, of course, Monday, you know where to be. So, you guys are unbelievable. Thank you for all the love and the support. This show has gotten so much bigger. Bad Dog, we are 2-10. And we've got 500 people in here for a Giants stream.
Just tells you how loyal these guys are. And we say it all the time. I talk about it all the time. Just looking back, I always go back to that first one we did, and it's just funny to see, just everything, just the camera, the way it was set up, no green screens, no lighting, no nothing, no live stream, and first live stream there might have been 9 people. It's just crazy. You guys are phenomenal, man. You make it easier to deal with how bad the Giants are, and we love you guys, man. We really do. We couldn't do this without you.
Yeah.
It's just amazing, and we say it all the time. Just wait till the Giants are good, and let's see where this show goes.
I just want to get that super chat from Rudy, who's one of my OGs, been with me since the beginning. $2 super chat. You can't forget about it. He says, "Have a good night, guys. Thanks for what you do." No, thank you. For what you do for us. And thank you to everybody for what you do for us, helping us grow on YouTube. I mean, I say it all the time. I've realized my dream is to eventually do this full time, whether it be on YouTube or not. And the reason I realized that is because of you guys. So I can never say thank you enough. And that's why I work as hard as I do. So thank you guys for supporting us, for watching our work, for coming into our streams. And as we say, we provide therapy for you guys. You guys provide therapy for us too.
Right.
So, I mean, it goes both ways. You guys mean a lot to us, not just on YouTube, but in our lives. It's the truth.
Yeah.
So thank you guys for being unbelievable for my channel. And I always like to let Bad Dog close it out. Just want to say, of course, thank you to Bad Dog for coming on.
Yeah, thank you for having me on here. Again, I always say it's my favorite thing. Let me just say this. I forewent a Lakers stream for this show. Shows you how much I love this show, because those Lakers streams have been ridiculous. But I wasn't doing that tonight. I wanted to do this show. I love this. You guys, like I said, you Giants fans. It's not just Giants fans. I mean, we have Cowboys fans, Eagles fans, Skins fans, Jedi's a Saints fan, West Coasters a 49ers fans. Like, it's fans from all teams that come in here and watch us and listen to us talk about the Giants. That's even more amazing to me than a Last Jedi or West Coast.
He's here every show. He's a Seahawks fan. He's here every show. He's right there.
Right. The people that, don't like the Giants, but you're here every stream. To me, that says a lot, and really appreciate it, guys. We couldn't do it without you. Our channels are nothing without you. It's just how it is. So we really appreciate you all, and again, check out the videos. I'm sure we'll both be having a lot of videos. I got to do one on the NFC East. I got to do one on the comparison between Millington and John Marin. I know Chris is going to have a bunch of stuff out as well. So check those out. And as always, thanks so much for being here. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday night. Not that there's much left, or Thursday morning, whatever. So until then, guys, for the entertainer, it is the Bad Diggity Dizzle. And we are gone.